Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on the channel. As you see, we are playing Sunless Sea, and if you're like, what is Sunless Sea? I'll read you the thing it says on the Steam page. It says, lose your mind, eat your crew, die, take the helm of your steamship, and set sail for the unknown. Sunless Sea is a game of discovery, loneliness, and frequent death. Set in the award-winning Victorian Gothic universe of fallen London. And there's more here, but I just wanted to read you that. Anyways, I'm with the game. Here's tries if you want to do this stuff I just write. By the way, here's your options. And see if you have an account with them. You need to maybe authenticate. Maybe it does whatever. Here's your audio, set your video settings, quality. I'm assuming that's the best one. I think I hope my computer can to run that. I don't think it's bad or whatever. But yeah, full screen effects, UI style, font style, Sublime. I think means maybe the best. T-bindings in this game if you prefer. Reset tutorial. I never even did the tutorial, but let's say. But now it's reset. Sure. Should be nothing there. Okay, now let's start. Okay, yes. How exciting! Strange tactics can be used to bring Z monsters to the surface. Z monsters. That is like terrifying. It's like big giant creature. Oh my gosh, that's like terrifying. If this is the game that I really would enjoy and like, I want to say like maybe kind of like something like inside or whatever. But Captain's mating 3 decades ago in the reign of Victoria, London. Was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but open a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee. And my bad for pausing earlier and not continuing conversation. A past reaped in shadows. That they decide later. If you want to just get out, if you just want to get out to Z immediately, choose this. Opportunities to revisit your past will arrive later. Choose a past, decide who you were and what you want to be. Okay, that's interesting. That's cool. You are now lodged in a room above the blind helmsman. Oh, okay. Interesting. A trickery and knowledge, subtly evasion, causing direct damage, a still of direction, attention and perception, a still of healing and morale. A street urchin. Your urchin Dane tests you out when you grew too tall. You took to sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. The last paid store was enough to buy a ship. This would give you a bonus to Veils, the still of subtly and evasion. Agitated and articulate, a poet. You see sensation, you at sea, how lucky you had a legacy to spend. Your long vanished father had a rich patron, it seems. This would give you bonus. The pages are still treachery knowledge. Variant of the 10 PM 68. You found the invasion of hell. Okay. London's army is lost. You survived. You loot. Your loot and your pension have bought you a command. This would give you bonus to iron. You still have causing direct damage. A natural philosopher. Your peculiar theories on time, blood, and starlight brought you down to the Neath, the tavern where London lies. Now they take you out to Z. I did mirrors. This would give a bonus to mirrors, still of detection and perception. Who were you? Now you're a captain. Now you belong to the Untersee. But who were you before? Ordained priest. You fell from grace. There's nothing left ashore for you. An anonymous benefactor has found this way out for you. Perhaps at Z can overcome your appetites. This would give you a bonus to hearts instead of healing and morale. Or you can do direct damage. Yes. Stern and exacting. That's why they will not trifle with you. You promise a job to your acquaintance, the shady tut. He'll do until you find someone less disgusting. Taught him to find out why you went to Z. You were a weary soldier. Taught him to find out why he went to Z. You're a weary soldier, now you're a Z captain. Your strange mortality has dawned. Welcome to the world. You named 20 Etos. New total 70. Named 25 Iron. New total 50. Named one shady tut. Someone's looking for passage. Okay. Oh, there's you have hole over here. Engine temperature. I mean, this game just seems pretty cool. It seems pretty nice. I feel like I maybe like this. This supply is edible, if not palatable. Mirrors, iron. Define firing solution and just damage you do. Higher your mirrors to torture you. Define firing solution in combat. Increases the range which enemies will spot you. Esoteric. Attention, practical knowledge. Increase the speed which you convert fragments to secrets. Inspire, heal, defense. Sometimes helps of test around terror. I think it seems like a tool game. Maybe something like inside. I don't know. Why you just kind of just liked it. Maybe from the beginning or whatever. But I don't know, I think it's just like a tool game. I'm just telling you where you are. Absolute ruler. A utopia. Perhaps. Perhaps. Just that, but you may find opportunity to switch to it later in the game. Well, if you may know, you know, you know how it is to be poor. Now you want a mansion, servants, fine clothes, a family, perhaps. Fulfillment. After 100 tales, run 910 of the Z, write a masterpiece, retire. Father's bones. Your father was lost at Z. You never knew him, but you often dreamed of him. Find and return his remains in London for a decent burial. I mean, money isn't everything, and all that, and ultimately it's useless. Because once you die, you can't take it with you. And if you're lost in man stranded in the middle of the ocean, you can have $1 billion. No one knows you're there. It may just be like screwed. So money is ultimately useless. You can't take it with you. Show up storm treasures in heaven, not on earth, and such and such. But yeah. But hmm. Yeah, sure. Let's do the father's bones. I don't know. Full Fathom 5. Find where he fell and bring him home. When you found your father's bones, you return to victory. Explore Fallen London to find your first clue, and in turn, your objective ambition, quality is now. Find your father's bones and retire. Determines how you win, although you can always just retire in London for a draw. Okay. Madame. Captain, last step of paperwork. Captain. An irregularity with the harbor master's office. They wish to know what term of address do you prefer ashore. They will determine what people call your captain. But your captain's gender is up to you. Madame, more than captains choose this than you might expect. My lord, perhaps you really come from a noble family. Who's to know? Only way you should be telling lord is like, like Jesus. Uh, my lady, perhaps you really do come from a noble family. Who's to know? Captain, will do perfectly well ashore as well as at sea. Thank you. A term of address popular among those of egalitarian settlements, sir. I don't know. Captain. Am I a captain? Captain. I mean, isn't that what I am? So I'll just be captain. Captain it is. Last piece of advice to explore. Take chances. The captain will probably die. This captain will probably die. The sea is hungry, but each captain passes on lessons to the next. In turn, your address as quality is now captain. Who are you? Okay. So is this like a road light type of thing? Yeah, I think that maybe where like maybe you die, but then you get more experience. I think I like games like that. I think I like the roll lights, whatever like that. Choose your name. Let's start with my name in real life, Adam. Um, I kind of do like that till I class the captain lot. I'll be that guy. Your father's bones, a told trail. Your father lost at Z so very long ago. The trail was told, but now you have a lead. A dark speckled admiral. One way to know, the admiral drew incautious after one branding too many in the Parthenonium Club. He made references to your father's deplorable end and expresses regret that he had not prevented it. You are not a member of the Parthenonium, but their head warrior once served in your regiment. I'd like to remember what your past is. I told you we have this, okay? The much lamented, well, I have all these just Ray City and the Untersee. You may attach it with Victorian responses. Oh my gosh, there's so many things here. The morality. You meet your friend, the head waiter, and learn that the admiral has not returned since. Perhaps he regrets his outspokenness. You have to find him in his lair at the Admiralty. Win three levels of Admiralty's favorite. Visit the Admiralty survey office to speak to the Admiral. Speak to the Dark Spectral Admiral to the Admiralty. What sense in your trust? That's with the father's bones. Okay, found on the deep dark and marvelous. All voyages start here. This is where successful voyages end. Oh my gosh, so many things. Happens off die. This is not the end. When you die, you learn lessons which will help you survive. Next time, beware the layout of the sea changes with each new tap, but home Mars or stable islands will only move so far. Future captains inherit some skills, officers, equipment, and money. Okay, when over time you find extra items and advantages that like to preserve a greater inheritage. Okay. Exploration is the heart of the game. Risk big brains rewards. Staying close to London is safe. Eventually run out of fuel and supplies. Exploring and playing port stories. Warlike, define secrets and ethos. Spend secrets and ethos. Speak to your officers to spend secrets on improving your abilities. Spend ethos on atonements and ports. You can often find officers in London. On Mercy, unforgiving mode is how the game is meant to be played. One autosave update whenever you reach port and wipe down death. If you're getting frustrated or wanting more leisurely inspiration, switch to merciful mode. Save when you're loading manually. You will permanently switch your character to merciful mode. This will remove the Invictus token. Twin a game with the Invictus token and tagged as a badge of honor. Save when loading manually. Permanently switch. You're okay. On machines, your prowl lamp dispels darkness, reduces terror, increase allows you to find it reduces terror, increase allows you to find Z marks. Your engines of Taurus drive the ship forward into the night. Both your prowl lamp and your engines use fuel. More powerful engines use more fuel, but all lamps use fuel at the same rate. Trying to run out of fuel? No, that the Admiralty will compensate you with fuel for port reports. And finding places to explore. Use your Z-Bat stop. Technically, it's try to the stove, but we're among friends here. Z-Bat, send out your Z-Bat and it'll tell you where the nearest undiscovered island is. Be warned if you're moving, it will give less accurate directions. Pause at the most accurate reading. On fighting, when your enemy is in the arc of your guns, you see the firing solution. The glow around the fire buttons. Increase when it's complete, let them have it. You can fire earlier if you like, but may miss. Larger ships may have access to different gun slots, avoiding enemy attacks. A green below means your enemy is in the light. But enemy ships also have an arc on their guns, trying to stay out of their way. Enemy Z Beast will generally try to ram or bite you, and they'll submerge between times to avoid your attacks. If you're careful, turn your lights off. You may also be able to sneak up behind them and get a shot in first. And stories. When you put in the port, you can genuinely explore and lots of story options until your next visit. Something awaits you. If you have this something awaits you while you win at Z, you know that more story is waiting for you when you made port. Or top up whenever you're sailing around. If you see a flavor message like distant bells, that means you have something awaits. Okay, and terror. Terror increases strategy over time. While you're out at the Z away from land, watch the stall. When you see an orange and red pips, terror bump up if you spend much longer in a frightening place. Many events will increase it too. How do I reduce it? Use shore leave in Z or in other ports, but London is more cost effective. To reduce it, lots and lots of other stories increase or reduce terror. Okay. Use your very tapped and return no more advice. Very well then. Oh. You're very tapped. Well, I did not mean to do that, I feel. Man, there's so many. You should address, don't adopt a. Someone is unlocked with a polite bow. You extend your hand, a Blemmington leaps on. Its tendrils intertwine with your fingers, and it chitters quietly. It meets your gaze and bobs its dome in greeting. It's very small. If it was old enough for naval service, you were pretty sure its mustache has been drawn in pen, attempt to look older. As you approach your ship's plank, the creature flutes and vibrates with apparent happiness. The bosom blinks as you bring it aboard. You have one of that, whatever that thing is. Pay for, okay. Speak to our agent there and return you speak to. Once you've proven yourself, perhaps survey 3 points and return to an abnormality's approval. Man, there's so many things. Higher and more true. Sensible sailors are looking for a safe run to the tomb colonies, or at least a sane run to the southern archipelago. You need to buy drinks, spend hiring fees, look for daredevils. It was a chance of success. Okay, succeed in the Hearts Challenge. A higher quality, a higher chance of success. You lost 30 after gained 3 to your tail. Your tall tales find a ready audience. Starred and re-seasoned men and women tramp aboard and find places to sling habits. Rich pickings. Put your ship to sometimes other purposes. I don't do enough for now. Ship is in acceptable shape. Offer passage. An amateur will pay to be taken off the vendor bright. Is on your hull. Take them to north and sell them. Sell them. Passengers rather than goods, but you never know. Yeah, but you never know what to talk to them. They pay their passage to Toontown, you sell them there. Oh gosh. Precisely, well, this is what precisely is their problem. It's oddly difficult to die and fall in London, but one day Londoners was too tatty and wretched to live. They wrap themselves in bandages and take the ship for the Toontownese. Your true your true tart these ones abroad in padded coffins. They sleep there until the journey is done. Man, your lodgings, oh my gosh. Unexpected desert, you may attach it with correspondence, rest to retire, along from seafaring life, the better your lodgings, the better the quality of your retirement naturally. Read the morning paper, news from abroad. Those the London magazine is spiteful, trumpeter news, unexpected amazing former, okay. The Tahante is spreading war, they always are. London's colonies and the Carnelian toast about independence, they always do. The Untersee, the papers report that has done another alteration, not yet. It hasn't, you know. Oh, a promotional coupon from Mrs. Plenty Provisioners for a half task of salt herring. You can use that. You have this recent news. Online townies are more often eater for this. 10 to more than one. Okay. Polluting equipment. Hunter will eventually destroy you. Okay. You carried all this travel where today there's more. He's prepared to pay handsomely for transport. He's keen to commission your ship, specifically. I agree to Terry. He's prepared to pay. Okay. Welcome aboard. All this traveler rider. Shake your hand. This grip is distressingly strong. Thank you. It staggers more, and I'm bound for first. Says I hear that. I hear he's over to your stoker. Who's tarrying? His steamer trunked up the Dame plank. No need to trouble yourselves. Dip it here. Remember, Captain, daters more. I'll pay you with 150 etos when we arrive. Okay. Anyways, am I actually gonna move on with this game now? A batter, no, sure, okay, sure, ship those in more or less the correct direction. I master my fame, the tapped on my soul. You're an unforgiving mill with no save slots besides the base law save. You lose this token if you switch from mine to be merciful. Often here for this. Okay. Told up it was a tips imported from hell. For not feel you drift helplessly. Wounded and equipment. If you're not feels how to destroy it. Technically passengers retire okay rather than we never know what to talk to them. Okay. Journal. Objectives and story progress are on the right hand side. Mouse is over 9 times to the territory. Heading to see details. Officers. Left click and drag to assign officers, or right click to speak to them. Assign officers they have ability bonuses. Strange is not the most legend of officers, but I do until you find someone better. What's wrong? He might say more, but a tough fit takes him. Everything eventually straightens up and wipes his mouth slowly with his forearm. Phew. He lets you directly in his eyes. Slowly, he repeats it more slowly. Sea of lilies. He lets his lips very slowly. Eventually, you have to look away. Sea of lilies is somewhere in the central undersea. Really speak to a rat? A reroll of a die. Play. The eye roll says, play. I played once in the Happy Warrens of London before you installed me in this floating top and made me eat dried food. Darn you! Your play is an elegant eye roll. Entertain your Blemiden. You see the indentation of porthole in the rim of its tab. It must have been pressed in its face. The window then is aboard. That's just Tittlish thing. The Blemiden flails as terms to tittle it. Its high-pitched warble is almost certainly diddling. When you stop, to check that you're not actually hurrying it, a rapid tunnels around your fingers and pulls your hand back. Apparently it is enjoying itself. You can fuel supply ship equipment and trade goods. Shops are displayed. The left touching the one to sell its wares. Wait. Oh, I can get a better one, I guess. Past this reason I want to see Xena about the size of a dining room table. Possibly. Or I said to yeah, a better one. Dreadnought, the beast to overwhelm any ship ever built. Design. This Estelage was designed to be the exception. Okay. 30,000 Etos. CFO in London. Okay, well, I'm sorry if I was all bad and annoying and whatnot. But now we're gonna actually finally, I think, go onwards, go forward. Most items have a keyword search that's most over to see them. Okay, let's launch. E. Oh, okay. Use W, A, S, and D keys to move. Tap W twice to reach match speed. Tap S to slow down and reverse. And use the A. Okay. Okay. Bad Stavender's Abyss. The bad. Total lights. Repair ship. So better. Full power to the engines. Oh yeah, sure. There's a lot, but that's really to visit this port. Click that button. Full power, but while your engines will occasionally explode. After a short time in Z, a then by will appear above the log, but it means that opportunities await you at the next port. Something awaits you in port. What port? Feed at the effect of true, and this is pretty neat. I like this logbook. This is cool. Oh, careful! Your hull just took damage from a collision. If you have trouble steering around rats, try to slow down. Don't back with the ST. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. It shows it up there. Okay. I mean, what's this thing, though? Did I do anything to... Did I interact with this at all? The waters beneath the earth. There's something, you know, something of the Under Z. Zebra has to start with something. Touch on the message to mark notation every chart. It's on the chart icon of your discoveries so far. Did I get like a legend or a T so I can know what's what? How did it say I did port again? I did that? Oh, it says right here, that. Its clear, bright beam warms the way, or yeah, warms the way. They have a little spare, but it's twice the usual price. They long for news of home. In lost recent news, you know onesie story. In the breaching glare of the lens, among the smells of oil metal, you sip tea and chat. Disease terror recedes. They long for news of home. That's 20 Ethel. Now you gain one feel. Don't know if that was worth it. Probably not. Marina's rod? Can I just like fire this? Discover Traitor's Haven. 50 fragments gained. When you see green running lights on the ship, you're in the dark. You see green running lights on the ship, you're in the dark, and your cruise terror will increase. Watch the pips in the terror indicator. Increases faster when you're far from land. Don't want to reach 100. Okay. The Circle of Light is a port. Go there for stories. What Circle of Light? past it. Stranger's Haven, once a simple fishing village, was part of the London suburbs. Before London fell and the waters rushed in, smoke spirals from Todd's chimneys. A lonely hill rises behind town. Drink to the cottage, explore the shore. Start of the light. Probably like to be turned on or off, leaving it on reduces the rate which you gain terror. But makes you more visible to enemies. In turn, there's a long and lank brown man. Your show listening says I have a story for you. His story is a wedding full of murders and leafless forests and a vast serpent which eats souls. The tale winds on now like the serpent until you're lost in dizzy toils with sinister ships and glamorous corpses. Now wait, he's gone, but now it seems before searching your practice for small change. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching if you watched. Thanks for watching all the way through if you watched. Hopefully I did a good job showcasing the game to see if you want the game or not. Um, yeah, this whole field was entertaining. It was fun. Hopefully you enjoy it. And it might have been a lot of reading and whatnot. So, but hopefully you enjoy it though. Um, we did a job. Yeah, this whole this video was entertaining. Um, but yeah, just thank you once again and have a great day. Um, yeah, bye bye for now.